Okay, here's my Lab 6 demonstration for CYBR535. You can see on the left-hand side over there is my gateway server, and the right-hand side is the client. I'm going to show some ways that they are connected here. I'm going to first do an IPA on both sides to show their different links. You can see that the gateway has its own IP address, but it also has a setup IP address to be on the same subnet as the client. That's the 192.168.2.1. And then over here on the client, you can see they're set up on the same subnet. That one has 192.168.2.1 on that NPOS 8 and the NPOS 9 on the gateway side. I'm going to run some more commands on the client. I'm going to show its connection to the gateway by running a ping to the gateway's IP address. And you'll see the connection that pops up there. You can see it's getting bytes from that. And then I'm going to run one also just to the internet. So the just the DNS of 8.8.8.8. You see that works. And then I'm going to show the route to show that it routes its traffic through the gateway to the internet. You can see that by the 192.168.2.1. And then I'm also going to just show a trace route to the internet, 8.8.8.8. And you can see at the top there, it routes through that internet, the 192.168.2.1. And yes, it matches over there on the gateway. Next, I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to start some of the censorship after I clear out these, just so it's a little cleaner. I'm going to show the censorship script. Basically, I have some blocked IPs up there, some forbidden keywords. I send a fake HTTP response when a forbidden keyword is set. First, I set up the IP tables, reset those, and set them at the beginning of the script. That's the fake HTTP response I send. And then in the process packet, it's checking for two things, the blocked IPs and the blocked keywords. The blocked IPs just edits the IP tables, and the forbidden keywords sends that fake response. So I'm going to start the censorship script running on the gateway. And you can see it's running, it updated the IP tables. And then over on the client, I'm going to try to access some of the blocked IP addresses first using curl. The first one I'm trying to access is just ChatGPT. Want that one blocked and don't want the client to be able to access that guy. You can see it failed on the client side, and then it picks it up and prints it on the gateway, showing that it was trying to get access from the client. The next one was just another example, just one of the IP addresses for Google. I'm going to block that one as well. And yep, you can see that it gets blocked from the client. And you can see it on the censorship script. Okay, coming back now, this is my other censorship technique, which is the keyword blocking. So I'm running the script again, and then I'm going to come over onto the client and do a curl with the example.com, which I found online to be helpful. It's just like an example page, and it's going to search for the word communism. And you can see that's the fake HTTP response that I submitted. And you can see it says access denied. And then over on the left, it has the fake HTTP response request over there. And I'm going to come try to do it in the Firefox window, but I have issues with getting it to kind of block it more than once. I think we kind of talked about that in class, how censorship doesn't work 100% of the time. Not sure if that's just a common thing or if I just did it wrong, but you can see this doesn't block it at all. It lets it go straight through, and it catches the block on my gateway, which I think is an implementation issue. Kind of saved the bypass techniques for the end, not gonna lie, so I didn't put as much, or no, I didn't save the censorship techniques. I saved the bypass techniques, which we'll go into later. So I'll show it again on here. This is kind of one of the bypass techniques, just using HTTPS instead of HTTP. And we'll see that it does give the correct curl and it doesn't show it on the gateway, so that is a way of bypassing. That's the only one I was able to bypass. I did not really go into the bypass techniques very much, so that kind of shows the effort I put into the bypass techniques, which I know is not great. But this is what the Firefox should have looked like. I have a screenshot in the lab write-up, I believe, and so that's what the HTTP request should have been. This is more showing the bypass on the Firefox, so if it would have been blocked, this is what it would have been after not being blocked by using HTTPS. And you can see it doesn't get blocked on the left side on the gateway.